What would you do if the Social Security Administration sent you a letter saying that your Social Security raise is gone? And starting this month, your check could drop to zero. Because this is exactly what's happening to seniors right now in 2026. Now, the Social Security Administration, working off essentially earnings data that it receives from the Internal Revenue Service, also known as the IRS, quietly changed how it handles these so-called overpayments. And unfortunately, under this new rule, the SSA does not just reduce your check anymore. They can withhold up to 100% of it entirely, even if the mistake wasn't even your fault, even if it goes back years. Now, drop an unfair in the comments down below if you think that this is unfair. Let me know what you think on this, guys. Also, drop an SS in the comments down below if you're receiving Social Security or SSI, SSDI. Meanwhile, headlines are telling seniors to celebrate a 2.8% COLA increase. Now, I know it sounds like relief, but here's the reality that most people aren't being told. That so-called raise, okay, that raise can vanish overnight, swallowed by clawbacks and deductions and enforcement powers that most retirees never even knew existed. I don't think that that's fair at all. In fact, this is not even theory. It's happening right now in January 2026, and while Donald J. Trump is president, a federal agency, or really it's not even a federal agency, multiple federal agencies are accelerating these rule enforcements that are buried in the fine print for years. Now, if you rely on Social Security, if you've worked part-time, if you trusted that reporting your income was enough, you need to see what just changed. And more importantly, why seniors are opening their mail to frozen checks and $0 deposits. Because this is not about politics, folks. This is about power and who really controls your retirement once the switch gets flipped. Be sure to drop a like for the video and subscribe if you appreciate the daily updates. I do my best to keep you guys informed. Now, I want to go ahead and start with the number that everyone heard and trusted. Anyone ever hear about this 2.8% figure? Has anyone heard? If you've heard of that, drop a 2.8 down below. That was the headline. Now, that was the COLA, the so-called raise, right? Raise. And for millions of seniors, that number felt like confirmation that Social Security was finally going up, right? Rents are higher, food is higher, utilities are higher. So when the government says that your check is going up, you kind of treat that money as spoken for before it even hits your bank account. Am I right or am I right? So here's the part most people are missing. The COLA increase only exists on paper. It doesn't really change the enforcement powers that are sitting behind your check. And so in 2026, the powers expanded quietly while everyone was focused on the raise. Now, most seniors interpret COLA as safe money because that's how it's always been working, right? That's how it was branded. Adjustments came first, problems came later, if at all. But now the order has flipped. Has anyone else noticed this order change? This raise now shows up in the press release, while clawbacks and offsets and withholdings show up in your mailbox. So when somebody says, well, how did my check shrink if I just got a raise? Anybody else ask themselves that question? Well, the answer is simple, and it's rather unsettling. The raise never protected you. It never could, because the money that you thought was guaranteed was always conditional, and the conditions just changed. So now I want to talk about what's actually changed in 2026, because this wasn't a benefit cut. It was actually something that was far more powerful. This was an authority expansion. Now, I'm not sure how many folks who are watching the show right now heard about this authority expansion, but for years, when the Social Security Administration delivered an overpayment, for example, the process was slow, it was negotiable, right? Seniors were offered repayment plans, $10 here, $50 here. It was painful, but it was survivable. That's no longer the default. Under the 2026 enforcement change, SSA can now withhold up to 100% of a monthly Social Security check to recover an overpayment. Not reduce it, not trim it, just stop it entirely. And this, my friends, this can happen even when the overpayment goes back and even when the senior did nothing wrong. Legally, SSA is allowed to do this. Now, whether it's fair, that's a different story. That authority has existed for a very long time. So what changed is how aggressively it's being used and how fast it's being applied. Now, operationally, this is very dangerous. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Social Security is not a real-time system. It relies on delayed data, delayed corrections, and delayed notices. They're freaking slow in the Social Security office if you haven't noticed it, okay? So when enforcement speeds up but the data accuracy doesn't, seniors experience the worst possible scenario. Sudden enforcement without warning. That's the switch that flipped. Make sure, if you don't do anything else, make sure you share this video with someone who's receiving Social Security or who is about to receive Social Security, because some folks may be on the verge of losing it if they don't understand what's happening and coming down the pipeline. Now, here's where the confusion turns into a shock. Most people assume something this severe would require Congress to pass some new law, right? A new vote, a debate, a new bill or something, a headline, but that didn't happen. What changed wasn't the benefit law. It was how the Social Security Administration enforces recovery. Now, Congress sets eligibility and formulas. SSA enforces collections, and enforcement doesn't require a vote. This is why seniors feel blindsided. There was no warning debate on cable news. There was no countdown. There was no starting next month banner. Instead, enforcement just shows up quietly. Just a little letter in the mail explaining a recalculation. Most people ignored it, followed by a reduced deposit or no deposit at all. And so the order matters. Notices often arrive, the notices, because it's snail mail, often arrive after the withholdings begin. So by the time a senior opens the envelope, because, snail mail takes their time, the money's already gone. Rent is due, groceries are needed, utilities don't pause. So this is the difference between legislation and administration. Laws change slowly and loudly. Enforcement changes quickly and quietly. And in 2026, well, the SSA, they leaned into that quiet power pretty aggressively. And so this is how checks hit zero without anyone ever voting for it, really. And this is also where a lot of seniors realize something even more unsettling. Because for many people, the Social Security shock isn't happening in isolation. It's stacking up on top of other quiet drains that they didn't even know were there. Now, a man told me recently, he said that year was just expensive for no reason. No big emergency, no vacation, no lifestyle change. The reason turned out to be his Medicare plan. Higher premiums than necessary, higher drug costs than expected, zero added value. I mean, they were just taking advantage of this guy. Month after month, money was leaking out quietly, the same way Social Security overpayments do. Nothing dramatic, just enough to hurt, just enough to add some pressure. And by the time he realized it, he was already stuck. And this is why a lot of seniors are having their Medicare coverage reviewed for free before another expensive year blindsides them. Now, Chapter, they help identify the blind spots, the hidden costs inside your Medicare plan, and they fix them for you while you still have options. And so most people are not waiting anymore. In fact, they're already dialing the phone number at the bottom of your screen right here, or they're clicking the link in the description down below this video for askchapter.org/Ron. And that phone number again is 909-563-8279. Give my friends at Chapter a call right now before you forget, to make sure another mystery year doesn't wipe out what little margin you have left, right? Because when one system tightens, you just can't afford another one to silently be working against you. Now, I know overpayment sounds like a rounding error, a few dollars too much, something you fix next month, but that word is a little misleading. In the real world, overpayments are often these time-delayed discoveries. They show up, 5 or 6, maybe even 8 years later, after the money is long gone and the senior lived on it to survive. Now, SSA looks backwards. They recalculate their earnings or eligibility and declare that money should never have been paid. Now, from the agency's perspective, that's accounting. But from the senior's perspective, it's punishment for the past. And the punishment might not even be really fair because it might not have even been the senior's fault. Now, here's where trust collapses completely. Doing everything right does not protect you. Reporting income honestly does not stop an overpayment. Following instructions does not prevent reactive recalculations. Overpayments are about when data arrives, not when or whether you behave properly. So a senior hears you were overpaid, and then they think, well, you're being accused of some wrongdoing, but you're not. But the consequences are the same. The system treats it as debt. And under this new 2026 rule, debt can shut off your entire check. So this is why this feels personal, because it is. And so this is kind of like the piece that almost nobody explains clearly, and it's the root of thousands of these cases. The Social Security Administration they don't adjust your benefit based on what you tell them over the phone. They adjust it based on earnings data that they receive from the Internal Revenue Service. So that means there's a delay built into the system, sometimes a long delay. So if an employer files a W-2 late or corrects it years later, SSA doesn't see that income until the IRS sends it through. So when that happens, the SSA recalculates it backwards, okay? Not from today, but from the year that the earnings should have been applied. And so this is how somebody can work part-time in 2019, report their income honestly, hear nothing for years, and then all of a sudden you get hit in 2026 with a clawback notice saying that they owe tens of thousands of dollars. There's no fraud, there's no deception, just delayed data. And so this is why phone calls don't protect you. This is why, well, they said it was fine. It doesn't hold up later, And it's unfair. I get it. SSA waits on the IRS. And once the data from the IRS finally arrives, enforcement follows real fast. And so now let's go ahead and narrow the scope of this lens here, okay? Because it doesn't hit everybody equally. The seniors most exposed are the ones who kept working. So if you collect Social Security before full retirement age and earned above the limit, the earnings test applies. I don't know if you've ever heard of the earnings test, but it does apply. So that rule has existed for decades. Now, what changed is how aggressively mistakes are calculated or corrected later. So look at this, right? You got part-time jobs, seasonal work, gig income, freelancing. These are not fringe cases anymore. They're how millions of seniors stay afloat. But every dollar earned while collecting early creates this future reconciliation risk if the data doesn't line up perfectly. So here's a real uncomfortable truth. Honesty doesn't even shield you. I mean, you can report your income, you can call SSA, you can do everything right, and still get flagged years later because employer data arrived late or was corrected. Now, working seniors assume visibility protects them. It doesn't. It increases the exposure, in fact. So this is why so many of these zero check stories involve people who were just trying to stay independent and not abuse the system. The more you interact with the earnings rules, the more vulnerable you become when enforcement speeds up. So this is kind of where the damage feels a little bit bigger than the numbers suggest. Even when a Social Security check is only partially reduced, the net hit is often much worse because of Medicare Part B. So Medicare Part B premiums are deducted automatically from Social Security. They don't pause when your benefits recalculated. They don't adjust downward